what I'm saying. Y'all be saying that tomorrow night. Welcome to Last Minute Betting. Brought to you by OddsJam, the premier odds comparison company for sports bettors worldwide. Hopefully we got more people coming. I know Mike should be here. Jabari said he was going to come in. And, I'd like to see more and more people get in here. We're on X. We are on Twitch. And we're on YouTube. Don't forget, I've got the BetMGM and Fanatics links in the description below this video. Go there now. Get those. And you will not be sorry that you did that. All right. So, Super Bowl Friday cruise. Super Bowl Sunday right around the corner. How much money you bet on this so far, Justin?
Just 100 on the Chiefs winning. That's it, really. I do that. I do that every year.
Okay. And do you bet on the Chiefs to win every year?
I did last year. I did not the year before that, though. I did pick the Eagles. I'm not gonna lie. And but the years previous, I got 6 in a row.
A lot of people out there think, the Eagles got a shot. Saquon Barkley is going to be the difference. Hearing a lot of that.
I don't know. I think it will be a challenge for the Chiefs, but I don't know. I don't think the Eagles are going to be able to pull this off, despite how good their roster is and how good Barkley's been. I don't know.
Tristan, by the way, you're supposed to be here right now, and you're not, number one. Number two, just a lucky friggin' goal with 11 seconds left. They didn't whip the Blues. They won the game, okay? It's okay.
Was that yesterday? Or?
Yeah, it was last night. It was last night. 11 seconds left. Kachuk deflects one in. Fucking lucky ass bounce. But that's all right.
Yeah, Tristan's really had you in his crosshairs, hasn't he, lately?
I know I've had him in mind, too. And now, if the Chiefs lose, I'm responsible for him betting on the Chiefs, which was never I didn't tell him to do it.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. That was funny. I mean, it's your money, Tristan. I mean,
well, you know what? That's more important. Like, you really need it. Come on. Yeah, I'm getting kind of salty about it. We are going to put together some player props for the big game.
Okay.
We're definitely going to be looking at some things, whether they be receiving plays, receiving yards, rushing yards, combos, rushing in, receiving. I mean, whatever's out there, I'll probably narrow it down NFL and probably just narrow it down to the Super Bowl here in a little bit. I told Steven Batza that I would do that. So let me kind of get things set up here. Let me see if I can do this. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Well, maybe not. Hang on. Okay. By the way, Matthew brought the cup to St. Louis. He was born and raised there, okay? He never played for the Blues, okay? He didn't leave the Blues. He was on Calgary.
His dad played for the Blues.
His dad played for the Blues, not Matthew.
No, Matthew Kachuk never played for the Blues.
Your boy Chris. All right, look. I'm going to set this up here. Let's go to league. I'm going to clear everything out. We're going to go NFL. I want to see what kind of possibilities there are out here. We've got player prop set. Let's go to date range. Let's go to custom, and let's just set it for Sunday. And there you go. All right. So here are some plays here, guys. That I want some opinions on this because we're going to try to put these together for Mr. Batsa. We'll work this off of the EV page. Do you like Kareem Hunt under in his rushing yards? And do you like Mahomes over on his pass completions? Over 24.5. Both 51, almost 52% probability.
I like them both. Honestly, they correlate well too. You know, Mahomes to go over, with a passing prop, Kareem Hunt under on a rushing prop. Again, Kareem Hunt's gonna, he's gonna probably be splitting. I mean, Pacheco's gonna get some too.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know.
Yeah.
They're gonna keep Kareem Hunt pretty fresh. He'll be the short, they get inside the 2-3 yard line. Yeah, they're gonna feed Kareem Hunt, but yeah, I like it.
I like it too. And then I've got one more that might kind of throw you off. It's a Xavier Worthy over 1.5 rushing attempts. I mean, I actually could see him touching the ball 10 times or 2 times.
I was going to say, dang, 10 times. Woo, I don't know about that.
I just woke up from a nap. Come on.
Yeah.
Don't like that?
No, I don't mind. I don't mind it. It's got value. And, if you're the Chiefs, you're going to definitely, in these big games, they'll be throwing everything at them. So
if we put that together in a parlay on BetMGM, it's plus 782. So okay. I'm actually going to put that one together, and we'll put $20 on it. That's $176. I have some free bets. Mike and I have talked. Me and Randall have talked, trying to figure out how I'm going to attack these. I'm gambling with them. I'm gambling, Justin.
Yeah.
Guess Super Bowl's an okay time to do that.
Exactly. Jalen Hurts on passing yards. This one, I don't like this one.
What's the number?
11.5, under 11.5 receiving yards.
What was the Jalen Hurts play?
The Jalen Hurts was over 213.5.
Ooh, yeah. I don't know. Probably got,
go ahead.
I don't know. I mean, I could kind of see it. I mean, it's got good value on it.
Okay.
It just seems a little high, though, that number. I know he had what did he have against Washington? That was, he's not going to have that against the Chiefs that he did against Washington. He had 246. I mean, I expect more of what we saw against Green Bay type of game, because that Rams game was in the snow, so obviously he wasn't going to be throwing the ball a ton there. But
all right, here's a good one. Saquon Barkley over 21.5 rushing attempts. What do you in here anytime you want, bro?
Yeah, I'd say, it's the Super Bowl. They're not afraid for him to get injured. Yeah, let him run absolutely wild.
I mean, they have to.
They have to, yeah.
That's why I don't like Jalen Hurts over 213, unless he dumps one off the Barkley and he runs 70 yards.
No, I think so. I think that you could, definitely against Washington, you saw Barkley didn't have as many touches. He only had 15 carries. So, but, and against the Rams, he had a lot because, again, it was snowing. So, of course, they were running the ball a lot there. But against Green Bay, I think he had 25 attempts. So, probably something similar here. I think that number's good, and I'm for it.
And I got another one here. Mahomes over 29.5 rushing yards, guys.
Yeah, that one's interesting because we know he's going to use his legs when these games matter the most. We see it in the playoffs every year with him. All of a sudden, he starts running a lot more than you're used to seeing him run,
Right.
you know. So that one, honestly, is another one I like, honestly.
Okay. All right. I'm with you. What do you think, Justin?
Yeah, I think you can roll with that. I mean, it's also back to that Saquon Barkley prop too. I remember last year, Christian McCaffrey, he got the ball like 35 times, and I think people were complaining he wasn't getting enough. So,
Right.
I mean, why? Yeah, why not? And yeah, Mahomes rushing yards, yeah, he's gonna have to use his legs at some point.
Let's just put those two together. That's plus 291. I didn't see a third play in there. I don't really want to do rushing attempts. I'm just not comfortable with that. And I don't think I like Mahomes over 6.5 anyway.
Yeah, I'm not so much. Yeah, I'd just stick with the yards because I'm not sure how often he'll run, but we know he's going to run some. And when he does run, he's usually pretty good about. He's probably going to pick up, chunks. 10 here.
Right.
And what's that number? What would you say that was? 20 something?
29.5.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to pick up those 10-yard first down runs here and a 15-yard run here or there. Yeah, I'd just stick with that one. The attempts, probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
Just
Okay.
admit it, Blues are a poverty.
Okay.
Well, they are
the game with 11 seconds to go in the third period. It was deflection. Great job. That just shows. I told Mike last night, just throw the puck to the net. Okay. But at least we don't have the drama that you have in Vancouver with JT Miller evidently in a feud with Elias Pettersson for the last 3 years. One of the reasons why is Pettersson, the star, the glow boy, he ain't ready to get dirty. He doesn't like going into the corners and getting the puck. And Miller don't like that crap and called him out.
Really? That's what's going on?
Yes.
Huh.
Yeah, there's some drama there for sure. And I mean, at one time, remember they had Bo Horvat, they got rid of him. He went to the Islanders, you've had that group, Besser and Pettersson and Hughes, and obviously JT Miller being kind of that veteran presence there. And JT Miller's your the guy that's going to go do the dirty work. But everybody has to do the dirty work,
right.
At some point, especially come playoff time, you got to get down and dirty sometimes. And that's one thing I like about Connor McDavid is you got to admit, for as skilled as he is, McDavid will bang around a little bit if he has to. He's not afraid to go get a dirty goal, man. He's Bob, you're a fool if you are going to claim I'm wrong.
I didn't say
Connor McDavid Connor McDavid's not afraid to get down and dirty.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, I know, but you had that look. Elias Pettersson, no, he's not that guy and never has. But now he's skilled as hell. But
let me tell you something, Mike. Sid the Kid would get more dirty than Connor McDavid ever thought about. Do not put Connor McDavid and hard-nosed hockey together.
Okay, I am bringing up the guy who right now is in his prime. Crosby's not in his prime anymore. And yes, you're right. Of course, Crosby in his prime got down and dirty for sure. Duh.
But why? Why would he be mad about that though? I mean, like,
why would JT Miller be mad?
Yeah,
because you're not doing your job.
No, you're not trying to. You're not helping your team by doing that. You gotta go win a puck battle, man. You can't just you can't go battle for.
David Backes had the same problem with Vladimir Tarasenko.
That's playoff hockey.
They got into a fight in practice because Backes ran Tarasenko into the boards because Tarasenko. Pettersson's not a small guy. He's a big enough guy that he could, knock someone off the puck. And when you get somebody to turn over the puck, good things can happen.
Well,
He gets and it shows laziness,
Go ahead,
and you can't have that.
What are you gonna say?
I thought he was a smaller guy, though, like a very smaller, skilled type player, kind of more.
He's not really a small guy. He's an average size. That doesn't, Nathan Walker gets dirty for the Blues, and he's a little bitty guy.
Well, okay.
No, Pedersen's about 6'2".
There you go.
Well,
I just look. Bob's right. He's not. I mean, he's not a big, but I mean, 6'2".
Probably 180, 190.
Yeah, that's not a small. I mean, that's enough body in hockey to throw around and do something with. Now you're thinking of Hughes. I bet, Justin. I bet you're thinking of
Quinn Hughes.
Quinn Hughes.
No,
because he's smaller, and he's a defenseman too.
Go ahead.
No, I do know. I mean, I actually did go to a Canucks game not too long ago. Actually, no, I know who they are. But
so did we. We actually saw him in St. Louis.
We did.
And your problem is that when you're watching that team play, if you're close enough, that big ass defenseman that's 6'7",
8.
Everybody,
Tyler Myers.
Everybody looks small compared to him.
Well, it's funny because Quinn Hughes and Tyler Myers are paired up. That's Vancouver's top pairing. Right. Quinn Hughes is 5'10", and Tyler Myers is 6'8". So just those two as your defenseman, it just looks. But I mean, it's a good combination. I mean, Quinn Hughes is a good defenseman, even being small, and then you've got a guy 6'8", Tyler Myers, who
can skate.
He's a real good defenseman. He's not a scorer.
He's a real good skater.
Yeah, he's a very good. He's a really good. He's a good defenseman.
I mean, he's like Colton Parayko.
Yeah, he's not as skilled though.
No, not
nowhere
skilled.
near as skilled.
No.
Nowhere near as skilled as Parayko.
Yeah.
Let me ask this though. So is the reason why he's mad about it is because he's arguing that he doesn't do it ever? Or is he arguing that
he doesn't play hard all the time, needs to play hard more often? He's a skilled player. Skilled players got to work too. They can't just rely on their skill.
And he's right.
Right. Okay.
Right.
I get it from that standpoint. It's like you're not willing to do it at all.
Well, JT Miller ain't got to worry about it anymore because he's gone. He's in New York. They traded him.
You can argue it in a way for Elias Pettersson in a way, it's because I know it's not the greatest comparison because it's almost like asking Shaquille O'Neal to shoot the basketball more. It's
because this is something that's part of hockey. This is
part of the game.
Yeah, it's something that everyone you have to commit to checking, and you have to commit to winning puck battles and doing the little things like that. It's such a big part of the game, and there's nothing worse than to be battling along the boards and you're winning the little battle here and you move the puck up around the board this way and this guy gets lazy on us and now the other team's got the puck and they're taking it out of the zone, and we just battled for that puck possession to create some offense. And you got lazy on us because you had to go get the puck instead of the puck finding you right in the slot wide open. And, you got to, man. And, there's a lot of skilled players that like Patrick Kane, for example. I mean, Patrick Kane you could never say Patrick Kane was lazy.
No, but Jonathan Toews.
Oh,
he was a skilled player too.
Yes,
now,
and he was.
Guy would get in there,
but Toews is way different than Pettersson. They're way different hockey players.
No, my skin is too thin for you.
I think a good comparison with Pettersson is like how Tarasenko used to be.
Yeah,
skilled, got some body, enough body size to you to don't get lazy. You can score.
When they won the cup,
exactly. It'll make a big difference.
Vladdy made some plays along the boards. He knocked some people around a little bit. Matter of fact, Game 7, the third goal, I said, you're not getting under my skin. It's too thin. Okay.
He's really.
Is that what we're going to continue to do? Because I might as well just block his ass.
Dang, Bob.
Well, he said he couldn't come on because he's eating.
Well,
I mean,
that's all right.
Well, I mean, I don't really know enough about. I mean, because I didn't play hockey. I played hockey for 1 month when I was 6, and then I was out. Right, so I don't really know much about it as much as you guys do. So I know, for example, like in basketball, like if you got a player who's like not gritty, doesn't want to play defense,
there you go.
You just got all you got to do is make sure, like, okay, teach him on, like, at least make him do what's required defensively, but then go get other guys that are better at defense. But
the problem is in hockey is just those battles along the boards. I mean, that ruins, offensive possessions. And it's really hard to think of anything to compare it to in basketball because it's just different. It's a big part of the game. And it's why when you get in the playoffs, if you don't have that mentality,
oh yeah,
it's not going to get you very far because you're going to get a team that's just going to flat out work you. And that's just the way hockey can be. A team just outworks you, and they don't have to be as skilled as you. They don't have to be, a better scoring team than you. They've just got to outwork you, make everything difficult for you, and do enough, Right. So that's why it's hard to find something to compare it to, All
right, Mr. Lakers here. You got the shirt on.
Oh, yeah,
we talked about it yesterday. Did you like the moves the Lakers made?
Yeah, I'd say so. I think, getting a big, it's what they needed, for sure. So I think you definitely completed the team to the best of your ability. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know. Like, it would be awesome if LeBron James and Luka could win a championship together, but I don't know for certain if I could see that happening.
Well, we talked with Jabari about it last night. Why do people think they can't play together?
Well, I think they can play together.
Oh, absolutely.
It's just because, like, Doncic isn't really known as a great defender, at least of what I've seen. He's mainly offense first. And LeBron James, he's older and, not in his prime anymore. So it's like, where's the defense? I think that's the thing. I think that's the thing I'm looking at the most.
Well, I think LeBron, maybe this will be a chance for him to play a little more defense because he's not going to have to, once Luka comes on the scene, he's not going to have to work as much. He can take off a little bit on offensive possessions and not have to try to facilitate and do all the work. Let Luka, do what he does, and just play off of him and LeBron's type of player. He'll fit in with anybody, So I think this will work out fine.
That is true.
LeBron can play with anybody. How couldn't he? I mean, he could play with anybody.
I'm going to say this real quick. This is
42, 17, and 8 last night, boys.
Yeah.
That's crazy for his age.
LeBron James is the most versatile player in the history of the NBA.
Would you say he was more versatile than Magic Johnson?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Even though Magic played center during that series against the
LeBron's done it too. LeBron's done it too. Exactly. He's taken on that role when he's had to. I mean, I think
so every position on the floor.
I think LeBron's the most versatile player you've ever seen because he can.
He
can do everything. I mean, I know he's not known to be just like this deadly shooter, but I mean, then again, he gets hot shooting, dude. LeBron can be deadly. I've seen it. I've seen him just get hot shooting, dude. Like, it's not like he can't shoot. Everybody thinks, LeBron, all he layups is all he. What are you talking about, dude? LeBron can shoot. I mean, he's not Steph Curry shooter, but LeBron can shoot.
The real.
It's like, have you never watched him play? The dude can shoot.
His weakness is he's not a great free throw.
No, that he struggles with a little bit. Yeah. It's one. Yeah, it's one of those that I don't know that I would call it a weak. I mean, it's something in his game that
it's the weakest
you'd
part.
You'd like for it to be like Kobe and Jordan.
He is the most versatile player ever.
But he makes up for that in other ways that other guys can't.
Oh my God. Gosh darn. Let him in. Go back and eat.
I already did, but Blue suck.
Panthers ate last night too, didn't they, Tristan?
I'm doing fine, bro.
Matthew Tkachuk ate.
Yeah. Okay.
But I mean, we expected that to happen. I mean, the Blues are just not on that level.
We're not gonna, you give me shit if I spend too much time on the Blues, Mike. Let's not belabor this point.
Okay.
Just because
he's just salty.
Just because the kid's here.
He's just salty. That's what it is.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, we're getting in a boxing ring before I die.
I'm getting under you. Yeah, no, I'm getting under your skin.
Yeah, man.
I will. Anyway.
Man, you'll fall down before you even get a landed punch.
I may move better than Mike Tyson for a minute.
Shit, he'll outlast you. He'll move way better than you.
All right. Okay. So where are we at here? Let's talk Super Bowl, guys. Super Bowl. Well, we talked about the coin toss.
Yeah, we don't care about that, Bob.
No, I know, but
that's too degenerate. That's your degenerate. We
talked about it.
Is there
I got an idea. I got a perfect idea.
Go ahead, Justin.
Who's going to score the first touchdown?
Xavier Worthy. Not a bad option.
No.
Kareem. To me, it's tough because if Kansas City scores the first touchdown, I mean, you just don't know. With them, there's so many. I just don't know with them. They don't have that one guy, like with Philadelphia, it's probably going to either be Barkley or Hurts, in all honesty. It's probably going to be one of them. With Kansas City, who knows? What if it's Mahomes? What if Mahomes decides to scramble early on one of those plays in the red zone? And I don't know for Kansas City. So I think Worthy would be a good look, like Tristan is saying, because of that. Why not?
DeAndre Hopkins I was looking at. I have a $5 free bet on Hard Rock, so I was thinking Worthy or
go for a long shot,
DeAndre
man.
Hopkins, might as well.
Especially with Kansas City, I'd take a long shot with Kansas City because you just don't know, and I think Worthy is a good look, and the value is going to be probably pretty nice on Worthy. So
we'll take a look now.
Yeah, I love the way that kid played. I love the way that kid's played.
Yeah, that's not a bad look. I mean, obviously,
he's a great player.
But
you got to give that kid credit for taking, when Rice went down, that kid, that's a rookie that stepped up. You talk about receivers, Justin, and talent and what have you. I mean, that kid was going to be an extra piece. He wasn't going to be a main piece, and he's turned into a main piece and done a hell of a job.
Great.
Well, the Andy Reid's coaching, he's able to. It's not even that much. He needs the most talented guys to come in and be the fit for the team. He just needs a certain somebody to come in. That's just like with Tom Brady. They were able to get Danny Amendola to fit in perfectly with the Patriots offense. And Edelman, I even thought was kind of overrated too. And he was up there in the stats in New England.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's all about too. It's not just talented receivers.
And look, they just did it with Rice. Remember, they lose Tyreek Hill, replace him more or less with Rice, and there was wonder there. I mean, Rashee Rice, what's he gonna, you know? And then now you see, Kansas City just is able to get anybody at receiver, draft them, and make use out of them because of Andy Reid.
Yeah, Xavier Worthy's plus a 900.
Wow,
for first touchdown.
For first touch. I think.
I don't. It's
Hurts is plus 6 something, isn't he?
Is he
plus 5?
Plus 5. Okay, that's on Hard Rock.
Kind of like your golf score. Yeah.
Let's get something straight, son. I saw you didn't shoot a 25. You shot 25 strokes more than what par is on 9 holes. Are you kidding me?
Hey, this is my second time golfing, buddy.
Oh, wow. That's sorry, Tristan.
With really short golf course too. So don't give me no shit.
I thought
It's
you
my
were
second time golfing, Bob. I haven't golfed for 40 years or 50 years like you
You know
have.
what? I've gone 2 times this year, 2 times last year. I don't go all the time. All right. I've got a
Neither
bad
do I.
neck. I got a bad neck. I'd still not only whip you in the boxing ring, but I beat you on the golf course.
Yeah, sorry, Tristan. I'm taking Bob in that one.
On the golf course?
On the golf course or the ring?
Oh, well, in the ring,
Give it to me on that one.
Yeah, I mean, Bob won't be allowed to step in the ring because there'll be all kinds of
They'll ban him.
yeah, there'll be some legality problems with that. Nobody wants him in a ring.
Yeah, it'd be too much of a beatdown.
Yeah, nobody wants to see that.
They'll be ugly.
I mean, he'd get hurt climbing up into the ring. I mean,
now, Mike, you know what? I love humor. I got to give you credit. That's one of the funniest lines you've ever had. Sometimes you think you're funny, but that was funny.
oh,
You know,
sometimes
it's
I
funny
think
you stepping in the ring. That's what's funny.
yeah,
Well,
that would.
I say, you know what else is funny is you stepping in the ring.
well, you know what? I actually did see a video watching Joe Rogan. He showed a video of some 60-year-old, just random suburban 60-year-old guy. He stepped in a ring with a 30-year-old professional boxer, and he beat the hell out of him. You know,
that ain't gonna be Bob.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna be Bob. Like that ain't gonna be Bob just beating the snot out of some professional boxer. That'd be great.
I just have to like move around a little bit. You won't be able to keep up.
it's not all about biceps, man. It's not.
No, I'll tire him out from the first round. You'll just be trying to like keep up with my pace.
I'd last a minute. I'd dance all over you for a minute, and I'd dance a little too. I'm going to float this way and float that way. Jab, jab.
You'll just float up into the sky.
You better watch out. I'm going to do one of these. Watch out for that left hand, Tristan. Watch out for that left hand. Bam! Right in the face. Down.
Down goes Bob.
That could happen, but
Down goes Bob for sure.
Remember the guy Jose Ramirez and Anderson? Down goes Anderson. It's gonna be like that.
Down goes Frazier. That's where.
Yeah, no shit. I'm saying
Joe
it's like
Frazier
down goes.
the famous.
We know, Bob. We know. He's talking about.
You know what? You know what, Mike? Tell me. What do you know?
We know the famous line, "Down goes Frazier."
Okay. And what fight was it
Literally
in?
where he got it from.
That would have been. Was it Foreman?
Look it up. Look it up.
Was it George Foreman?
Look it up.
I'm asking. There's no sense in looking it up. It was the Foreman Frazier fight, right?
Of course,
Howard Cosell, right?
He got knocked down 6 times in 2 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I do to you.
Down goes.
Yeah, it was Foreman. It was Foreman.
All right. Let's get off the stupidity here.
All right.
All right, and let's get that back to reality. Okay. So I said first touchdown. Nobody likes Jalen Hurts in this particular case. I would take him. He would
I
be
wouldn't take him.
guys.
For
You
first
said-
touchdown, yeah, I'd ride
Knowing
it.
the Chiefs are gonna get ball first.
You said.
No, I think the Chiefs. If they win the toss, the Chiefs are going to make Philly take the ball first. We know that. It's just like New England used to do. I mean, Reed's same way as Belichick. He wants to get the ball to start the second half, and they want to try to set it up where they get a late first half score, and then they got the ball coming second half. So what it does for the Chiefs is it sets them up, even if they're down 2 possessions. If they can get a late first half touchdown, now they're just down 1 possession, and now they got the ball in halftime. So,
all right,
we know that's going to happen.
Let's move on here. All right, I'm trying to get to. I told Stevie B we would have him player props today. So I want to get back
No
to it.
player props, man. Not on Fliff, at least.
We just did a bunch of parlays with player props.
I know. Well,
Not on Fliff.
I want to look at a couple of other things, okay? Like receiving yards, for instance. Does anybody like A.J. Brown over on his receiving yards?
Not really.
Nope.
Okay. What
Gonna
about
get locked
Goddard?
up.
Goddard is at 49.5.
No.
Not really.
Okay.
I like D-Hop, though.
D-Hop is only you could get him at 10.5 on BetMGM.
Well, yeah, because
would
he's
smash
not
that.
even had any catches yet in the
I
playoffs,
know.
has he?
Well, yeah, he has, but not very many.
Well, I mean, maybe one or two. But
Yeah, I know. That's kind of crazy, really, which makes me think he could be.
he didn't have any against Houston.
Tristan got the nail on the head there. He could be a secret weapon.
I think he's
one
going
catch
to be
for him.
with him going over at the trade deadline. I think he's gonna look to make a significant impact there.
Well, look, I mean, Hollywood Brown's line is 39.5, 40.5.
He's
Yeah, I
also
don't-
another guy I really like to score the first TD. Could be a look with Hollywood.
And then look at Juju. Juju is only 16.5, guys.
I like Juju.
Juju's, I like over on Juju a bunch. Like a bunch.
I just don't know if he's gonna get the targets.
Dude, he doesn't have to. They keep on finding him wide open in the middle of the field. They totally lose his ass. He'll go over 15.5 yards on one play.
It's a gamble.
I'm okay.
I think they go to him. He's a guy that they can trust. He's made a big play in a Super Bowl.
I got to be honest with you guys.
Against Philly. It was him, was it not? With the controversial play, it was Juju, wasn't it?
Well, but Juju was the number one at the time, though.
Right. But we're not trying to have him be a number one. He only needs. I mean, we're just taking him over on a small amount of receiving yards. I mean, I understand he's not what he used to be, but he's gonna. He's going to be trusted. If you're Patrick Mahomes, you trust him in a big spot,
I think you got to trust all your guys here. I think at least every receiver's got to get a
How about
target.
Saquon over 12.5 receiving yards?
No.
Nah, I'm not.
Nope. Okay.
I don't think so.
They're just going to run the ball with him, even though
That's what I'm thinking.
he scored a lot of touchdowns coming out of the backfield in this career.
Goddard receptions. PhD says Hunt over rushing yards and touchdown. Goddard receptions.
Okay.
I like Goddard receptions.
I'm in receiving yards here right now. Real quick. Kelsey over or under 59.5.
I have no idea.
I don't want to touch.
I'm not
Kelsey
even
in this
touching
game.
Travis Kelce. No, I'm not going to just pick to pick. I have no
I'm
idea.
just asking.
I know, but I'm going to sit that one out.
Listen, I'm trying to get these plays because I've got free bets and I got to turn that into money, man.
I know, but I don't want to just start picking every single player on the team.
Well, I'm not going to. I only picked one, and that was Juju. All right.
That's like a 23-leg degenerate parlay.
Yeah, P. Ryan over receiving yards. Okay, PhD. Gotcha.
Could be a sleeper there.
Yeah, I mean,
I really like Hollywood Brown over receiving yards.
What has Hollywood even done this year, though? I mean, he was injured most of the year. Is he even a game over that?
I don't think so, but 40.5 for him. I don't know. I think he could get that.
I mean, he's
Okay, what
wearing the play.
PhD had who over on receptions, Mike?
Goddard.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I can see that. Let's do it. I'm adding these to my bet tracker so I can go back and maybe piece them together and see if I can have a kick-ass parlay that'll win me like $400 or $500.
You know what's crazy? AJ Brown's receiving yards to get 100 is plus 260.
I mean,
So
I'm not taking AJ Brown. I don't think here.
yeah, that's a trap, in my opinion.
I think so. I think you're right.
Then again, he could just shut us all up and go insane. But
What about kicking? Anything with kicking?
Bucker.
Everything Bucker, longest field goal Bucker.
Oh yeah, I took him over 1.5 field goals the other day.
Geez,
Okay.
you guys are getting
Minus
into some
140.
degenerate crap here.
Oh yeah. Well, look at it, man. It's over 42.5.
Yeah, it's only on one book.
Yeah, it is. Yep. So much for that. Darn.
Yeah,
That's how
especially on
degenerate
Twitter.
it is. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good on all that crap, man. That's just you're just wasting money trying to do that.
Okay.
Have you guys been having issues with flip player props? Because I have.
Well, I don't have flips, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying the other two nuts.
I haven't. No.
Because literally there is 0 today.
I do like Hunt over rushing yards and TD. Got it receptions. Yeah, I think Kareem Hunt is wanting this super bad. Like he wants to win bad. I just really believe
And
that.
they'll win. It's already it's already scripted, man. It's gonna happen.
here we go again.
There we go. I just read an interview.
I don't care what you read.
Okay. Well,
It's all the same.
actually a quote from, one of the guys that's going to be the head referee in the Super Bowl. And he said, you got to be stupid to think that we're going to script out games. That's not how this works. We have integrity in our profession. If we were going to be doing that, we would not be having a job. So there you go, Tristan.
Man, that is like the biggest load of BS I've ever heard. What'd you read that off of?
You really seriously you think that's BS, huh?
I 100% think that's BS.
Why do you think that, Tristan? What proof do you have? Anything?
I have all the proof. I got receipts.
All right, here I'm going to solo you.
I don't need to be solo.
Tell me. What do you
Just
got?
look at the tapes. That's all I gotta say.
Do what?
Look at the tapes.
Look at the tapes.
You said you got slips.
I said I got receipts.
Well, we should pull up some videos of what you're talking about. There's got to be YouTube videos you've seen or something.
We already blew your ass away last week with the Josh Allen first down.
Oh,
I mean, you got your ass kicked on that one.
And we all know it's rigged. It's rigged. The rest obviously are gonna say it's not to cover their asses. So
my thing is, if the NFL is scripted, then if you recall that game between the Packers and the Bengals back in 2021, please tell me how the hell you script that.
I do not remember that game.
Did anybody remember that game?
Did it go to overtime or something?
Yeah, it was.
Was there an issue in overtime?
It was. Yeah, Rodgers was his last MVP year versus Burrow. Burrow's second year.
Well, no wonder you remember it. It was a Rodgers game.
Well, yeah, it was yes, but okay. McPherson went for a game-winning field goal, and it literally hits the flag on top of the goalpost. Like, how do you script that? I want to know.
Yeah, I mean, how do you make
the Chiefs hitting the field goal and the ball hits the outside and goes inside?
Well, how do you script that? I don't get that.
You do script that.
How?
There's a magnet. There's a magnet in the ball, and there's someone that's got a remote and makes it move.
Just like space.
Really, if we're going to talk like that, we can't do that.
I agree with Mike 100%.
That's a theory. I'm being serious. There is a theory of
There's
that.
like a magnetic pull in the stadium, and it shifted it to the right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. You could probably yes.
You need to read up on this stuff, Bob.
You're nuts,
Tristan, send him some links.
By the way, player of the game that game was Devontae Adams, by the way, 11 receptions, 206 yards and a TD.
Oh, yeah, he went off that game.
Yeah, I think I kind of remember that game. 25-22 Packers.
Watch, I'm willing to make a call right now. It's gonna come down to the wire. Chiefs are gonna get us bullshit defensive pass interference. They're gonna be placed at the 40. Mahomes is gonna throw a dart to the 20-yard line, and then waste clock, and then hit a field goal to win it.
Okay.
What's gonna happen?
Maybe.
If we watch that happen in front of our eyes, Kristen's gonna be like, I told you, 20-yard line.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna be inside the 20 or just
out. There you go, guys.
outside.
If that happens, you guys are gonna be like, God dang, Tristan. Send him a few links, Tristan, when you get a chance.
I will. I'm gonna send him all the BS calls.
Do not send me shit. Do not. I'll block your ass. I don't want all that crap in my DM.
Yeah.
I do not want to see this.
Well, too bad.
Truth
Put
hurts.
it out there. Mahomes over rushing yards. We had that one too, PhD.
Yes, definitely on that one.
I don't know about that. I'm a little shaky on that one. I like Hurts over rushing yards.
You're shaky on a lot of things, son.
Yeah. You're
Telling
shaky
you
on
right
the Chiefs.
shake you up before you know it. We gotta go. I'm ready to eat some food. Super Bowl food, man. Grocery store was busy today. Everybody's buying chicken wings.
Overrated.
I agree with you.
Thank you.
All right. See you later.